Our 19 straight minutes of news is still going on. It's been a tough time for trees across much of Ohio. Serious drought conditions cause leaves to go brown and fall early.
Yeah, that's right. Up to 35% of trees in the state are showing those signs. Brittany Bivens spoke to experts about what you can do to keep your trees green for longer.
Well, one of the surest signs that fall is coming is usually the changing of the color of the leaves on the trees. But this year, something different may be behind that.
So in this tree here, we see some discolorization along the margins.
Ted Bartlett is a certified arborist. He's an expert on trees.
This is pretty uncommon to see this entire group of trees here dropping so many leaves.
He knows this is a bad sign, showing the impact of the drought on Ohio's trees.
We've had an early wet spring compounded by a really dry late summer, early fall, and what we're seeing is the effects of this prolonged drought that we've had for the last 3 to 4 months.
About 57% of Ohio is experiencing drought conditions. That includes here in Cleveland, where this year's weather has been bad for a lot of crops.
The trees are very, very healthy. They put out a lot of leaf growth for the early spring, and then when it does dry up, all of that growth needs supported by moisture, and right now it's not being.
On some trees, the leaves are changing early. Others have already fallen.
It's very early and abnormal for this time of the year.
Now, if you do have a tree that's looking a little droopy in your backyard, there are steps you can take to make sure that it is as healthy as possible. That includes practicing deep watering, basically giving the tree enough water so that it gets absorbed into the roots. That could go a long way into making sure that it stays healthy. In Cleveland, Brittany Bivens, 19 News.
Well, trees aren't the only plants suffering in the drought. Crops like soybeans, many flooded in the wet spring, have also been affected by the dry